A querida lá, ela meteu porrada, tá? Porra. Necromita. Agora, curiosidade que eu fico aqui. Vamos lá. Obtenha o Garrosh pediu partir para Baldur's Gate. Pega a pedra de Netheril da Orin. Tá, que é outra mulher lá. Encontrando a Mal. Derrotamos Catherine e observamos uma frota de Nautilus partir para Baldur's Gate. Se Mal não aparecer em Torres do Lar, ela pode ter escapado em um deles e chegado à cidade. Caraca. Catherine Thorne está morto. Vimos Gortash da estação de banho. Notei Catherine Thorne. Encontre a cura. Não. Essa é uma trama bem maior do que esperávamos. Protagonizada pelos escolhidos dos três mortos envolvendo o cérebro ancião. Devemos superar esse mal maior se quisermos nos curar de uma vez por todas. É, realmente. Uma trama bem grande. Beleza. Será que deixei algo para trás? Eu creio verdadeiramente que não. Eu poderia até voltar a olhar tipo, o que os outros cérebros estão dizendo. Mas não... Não sinto que vale a pena. Tem um livro ali. Grande desígnio. Tá. Convite a Lord Gortash. Lord Gortash, a comissão de patrícios preocupados gostaria de estender um convite para uma reunião formal no Palácio Ducal para discutir planos de curto e longo prazo para a subsistência econômica de Baldur's Gate. Dia do 2, 12 ao meio-dia. O lanche será servido. Podemos contar com sua participação? Lord Rin-Hilin, presidente da comissão. Rin-Hilin. O fim absoluto. Abaixo deste livro a respeito... Não, abaixo deste livro a respeito do culto do absoluto e dos perigos que ela oferece está rabiscado esta resposta ao texto. Este disparate escrito às peças tem reconhecidamente boas intenções. É evidente que quem o escreveu está morrendo de medo da absoluta. O problema é misturar a ascensão do culto com outras coisas, como a morte térmica do universo, a ressurreição do Caolho Vecna, o Lich, a proliferação de excesso necromântico e até mesmo o murchamento de algumas frutas importadas de chute. Essa pessoa precisa de um copo d'água de descanso.
I'll give it a shot.
Faca de prata, muleta da absoluta. Acho que não tem mais nada, velho. Dando uma olhada no mapa. Tipo, essa pontinha que eu não fui, mas... Essa pontinha que não é nada, né? É aqui. Eu fui tudo, pá, tudo. Ó. Salvei quem deu pra salvar.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How?
Tá. Ela tava falando, nossa, você viu o Gortash lá, né? O Gortash é escravizador, né? O Gortash tem relação com ela, é verdade. Aí ela perguntou, porque a tela tava preta, né? Como que ele tava ali, o que ele tava lá, a culpa de eu estar assim é dele, né? Ao que parece, ele é servo de Bane, assim como Catherine é servo de Mirko. Não sabemos quanto poder ele ganhou desde que você o conhecia.
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
Tá bom. Vamos fazer isso juntas, custe o que custar.
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us.
He won't get away with it.
I'm spent.
What was it like
I should unwind in camp.
in the curse?
Tô
God
nessas.
be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
O que você sabe sobre Gortashiorin?
Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Mizora disse que você pode contar... Não, calma. O culto do absoluto está com Ravengard. Pra onde o levaram?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's armies on the march. Gods forbid a tadpoled Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
Mizora disse que você pode contar o que causou o seu exílio e pacto. E chegou a hora da verdade. Sim, mas tem uma pergunta. Se sua cidade natal estivesse cercada, o que você sacrificaria para salvá-la? Cadê minha vida?
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
A seita do dragão se infiltrou em Baldur's Gate, mas por quê?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Permite que ele compartilhe a memória dele.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
Ok.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Com certeza Mizora não se importa com Baldur's Gate. Por que ela iria querer salvar a cidade?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel.
She never stops, does she? Not for a second.
Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Sacrificar a alma para salvar a cidade foi muito corajoso.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Ok. O que você fez pela cidade foi corajoso.
I don't know that it was brave.
Já falei.
I just know that it was right.
Foi assim que você perdeu o olho nessa batalha com a seita do dragão?
It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
E seu pai, o Grão-Duque?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did.
Ok. Mais tarde falamos disso.
I understand.
Você deve ter sentido muita raiva de seu pai por ter te expulsado da cidade.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Você tem saudade de seu pai?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Ok.
Make haste. I would have words with you.
Olha só. Vou falar mais com
The
ele.
shadows are lifted. Finally, we can breathe free.
Não tem mais nada. Carla.
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. I bet it's beautiful. No rest for the wicked, huh?
Fale-me mais sobre seu relacionamento com Gortas.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe, and he paid me well. Well enough to move my folks into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Brahma.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know. You wanted something?
Tô aqui pra se você precisar de mim. Achei que talvez precisasse ser lembrado depois de tudo.
Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might be in vain just now. But you're sweet to keep me in your thoughts.
Beleza. Show, né? Deixa eu falar com a menina aqui.
I would have words with you.
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ué. Uau. Eita, gente, calmou. Que isso? Ah, tá.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Porra.
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew, and we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
Serão muito bem-vindas.
We look forward to it. You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Eita.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Too much information.
Begone! I must admire Isabel's fulsome beauty away from prying eyes. Sorry.
Tudo bem.
In the curse. Horrible than you can imagine.
Articulahan.
When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Daniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant.
Cresci ouvindo histórias do grande Duque Elton. Tenho curiosidade de saber como ele era.
Gruff and intimidating. But he had the courage of 10 men, and the love for Baldur's Gate few could match. I don't know if this Duke Ravengard is the same, but I will say this. The Flaming Fist are the cornerstone of the city, and the Dukes are its foundation. I hope you can save him, for the good of Baldur's Gate.
Agora vão ser horas e horas só de texto, né? Vem comigo, seria útil ter um punho planejante do meu lado.
Thank you, but look at me. I am a relic, a glimpse of history barely strong enough to stand on his own 2 feet. Besides, Nathaniel should have someone here when he wakes up. It's the least I can do.
Então eu te desejo sorte, valeu pela sua ajuda.
You too, my friend. Thank you. From Nathaniel and I.
House sim, a prova. House não tá nem aqui.
My mum lives in the lower city. If those freaks hurt her, I'll turn them inside out.
Thanks for watching out for me.
Jahira!
You lot could have tossed me back in the shadows.
You're one of
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and 2 more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead 3 holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
Você quase parece estar se divertindo.
Aren't you?
Estou me divertindo como nunca.
It is good to savor the moment of victory. But pace yourself. Our fight is just beginning. When we met, I was licking my wounds. An old bear with her leg caught in the hunter's snare. Now I've slipped free of the trap and rediscovered my claws. It's time for me to hunt my prey. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of 2 more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
Vou ficar feliz de ter você ao meu lado.
Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketherick convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
Vejo você no acampamento.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthelin's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
Show! A alta arpista.
a curse lifted. The dead 3 allied once more. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
Não tenho certeza. As coisas vivas todas não têm?
No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the 3 amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
Fale claramente, não tem mais nada que você possa me dizer?
No.
Beleza. Você parece saber muita coisa sobre os 3 mortos. Aí, sim.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as 1 and as 3. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Eu gerente sério, mas mercenário não. Estou surpreso de te ver. Por que você está aqui?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
É quase um vigia da mar. Tá bom. Tem gente falando da mol aqui. Ah, Alfira.
Why, yes. Once Alfira is done with this song, we will be looking for patrons. All coppers welcome, pal.
Encontrei o tapa-olho da mol.
So? It's just Mole's eye patch. She's lost loads of them. That doesn't mean anything. Did you want something, or are you just here to stir?
Tá tudo bem. Tenho certeza que a mol vai estar esperando vocês em Baldur's Gate.
Exactly. And we'll definitely feel her wrath if she thinks we ever doubted her. When you need it.
Alfira's writing us a song. A stupid song won't bring Mole back. Tell her, won't you?
Encontrei o tapa-olho da mol.
This is Mole's. Where did you find it?
Em um lugar desagradável, mas não vi a mol. Provavelmente ela está segura em algum canto.
Of course she is. You hang on to that. I bet Mole'll be angry at you for touching her stuff.
Tá, deixa eu falar com a Alfira.
You're here. Good. That's good.
Você tá bem?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Mole is still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me.
Escrever uma canção dificilmente vai distraí-las. Eu tenho certeza que elas vão gostar.
Maybe. I'd love to put on a show just for them. But it's boring if I'm the only one playing. I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kids and I shall work on our masterpiece.
Eu quero mais um bardo. Apresenta o poder.
We're coming, Mole. Don't you worry.
Miss Alfira wants to write us a song about you fighting Ketherick. But I miss Mole.
Encontrei o tapa-olho dela.
Where is she?
E aí, fica tranquilo. Com certeza ela só deixou cair. A mol está bem, eu garanto.
You think so? Mole is really clever. I hope she finds us again soon.
Mates? Quem que é Mates? Em teoria o Mates era pra estar aqui, né? Tá aqui? Ah não, é o moleque, porra.
Hell's blessings upon you.
Eu que sou burro.
I'm gonna get everyone to Baldur's Gate safely. And Mole'll be there to welcome us.
Não dá pra fazer nada, não.
Mole is gonna be waiting for us at the
shadows.
You're one of us. No fist left behind.
O Halsey.
I'm glad that's still the case.
O que tá fazendo aqui?
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
Fico feliz de poder ajudar.
I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
Então, quando a maldição será neutralizada de vez?
I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready.
O que aconteceu com o Oliver exatamente? Daniel absorveu ele?
No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish, I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does.
O que foi agora? Você já conseguiu o que queria, afinal.
I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side.
Tem esse mais que você quer, o que é? E... Ah, tá demorando salvar.
Not what, who, but all in due course.
Tá bom, vem comigo.
Since your ranks are quite packed, if some space frees up, I'll be ready for you.
Quem é esse maluco?
You'd make a fine fist.
Maluco estranho. Olha quem tá aqui.
Just tell me what you need.
Vender coisa, né? O topázio. Tá, quem tem coisas de verdade pra vender é ela, né? Capacete diferenciado, mesmo que seja um lixo, eu vou guardar, eu acho. E vendi alguma coisa que eu não queria? Sei lá, acho que não. A sorte de Mirko tem 15. Essa eu vou guardar, né? Mas alguém tá carregando lixo? Não, né? Não.
Lady, light your way.
Mais alguma coisa pra fazer aqui?
The stonework is sublime. It's almost a shame to leave this place.
Feel that calm. The stone's free at last.
Olha o Ubrin aqui.
I owe you an apology.
Pelo quê?
I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light.
Foi mesmo. Culpas aceitas.
I wasn't sure you would. I appreciate it. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it.
Ele tá pensamento, ele penetrar delicadamente no véu da mente dele, sondando suas verdadeiras intenções. Quanto tá? É que isso aqui pode ser meio... Ah, 11 só. Nossa, tirei 24, uau.
You see a column of fire that dominates the sky in a blazing inferno. Nothing more.
Se quiser me ajuda, eu preciso de mais do que isso para ir junto.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
Ok. Bem. Deixa eu ver se tem uma missão que eu tenho que fazer aqui. Botando na mão os poderes por trás do cuidado absoluto e deixar as torres do ar, mas Mal ainda não apareceu. Não devemos perder a esperança. Talvez a encontremos no caminho para Baldur's Gate. Será que dava para resgatar ela aqui antes? O pessoal da noite decidiu acampar com a gente. A Altarpista se juntou a gente. Gortash é o antigo chefe da Karvak. Esse nem tem muita mais missão que eu posso fazer aqui. Ok, eu acho que agora é só acampar. E sim. Vou até salvar o jogo num novo jogo salvo aqui. Não seja jogo salvo rápido.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker in, historically.
Olha, Jahira.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
Você e Aelin parecem ter muita história. O que houve?
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Eu realmente acredito que você ficou deslumbrada.
You sound like my father. But it was more than that. This was no mere attraction. It was love. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how or why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
Ele tinha se tornado escolhido de Milcor.
I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jahira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land, my home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
Tudo bem. Compreensível.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Vem comigo, você e a Anja. Tem espaço para duas.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
Chegar perto.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, most high. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one.
Eu não teria conseguido sem você.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerûn itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
Eu também fico feliz. Ainda há muito sobre você que eu não sei.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Você é filho de Selûne?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Sua mãe estaria disposta a nos ajudar na luta contra os Três Mortos?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin.
Tudo bem.
So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
Aceito. Como foi que você ficou preso no período das sombras?
Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
Ok, empolgou, né?
Be gone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Como você pretende passar... Não, Você deveria se juntar ao meu acampamento em tempo integral. Podemos lutar contra os poderes do mal, você e eu.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
Tá bom. Parece que você sabe coisas sobre Umbral, mas quando você vai contar a ela?
In due time. Mother Selûne will tell me when the time is right. Painful truths should be handled with some decorum.
Tá bom. Se vocês vão ficar, eu confio.
You wanted something?
Tem umas questões que eu queria discutir.
I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later.
Ela tá meio depressiva ainda, coitada.
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, these lands will heal.
Vou conversar com o Gale. Eu não usei o negócio da explosão dele, né? O Daniel tá aqui.
You did it. Catherick Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal.
Fico feliz de poder ajudar.
Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
Bom, agradeço. Vou aguardar essa recompensa. A cara, Bela.
I guess I can take care of myself. I mean, I've gotten this far.
Ela tem que ir sozinha, né? Deixa eu falar com o Gale.
I think we've done rather a good thing here. A welcome change to give this land a sliver of hope amongst so much despair.
Ah, não, ele nem comenta nada. Ok. O que eu queria fazer aqui eu já fiz, né? Eu posso descansar. Não. Vou teleportar pra... O lugar que eu tenho que ir aqui, né? Agora só. Deixei algumas marcações, né?
We leave the heart of the absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketherick, but Ketherick was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
Eu sei, é por isso que eu acabei de recrutar Jahira.
Jahira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Eu quero um paladino e um bardo. Vou procurar mais aliados na cidade.
Good. I am glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours.
Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause.
Together, we will put an end to the absolute, the chosen, all.
Beleza. Não me deixou teleportar, desgraçado, caraca. Ah, foi. Por que eu teleportei pra cá? Só pra ver como tá. Sendo bem sincero. Não tem mais escudinho, não? Não. Tá tranquilo. É porque o menino não tá aqui. Tá vazio, inclusive. Acho que tá todo mundo lá no negócio, né? Vazio mesmo. Tá, eu quero só... Tem esses negócios aqui, tipo essa percepção. Essa percepção que eu acho que foda-se. Tem uns testes, pô, sei lá, eu não passei, né? Eu não passei nesses testes, eu não vou... perseguir pra ver isso não, cara. Mas uma coisa que eu tenho que fazer... Ué. Por que agora só aparece os desse mapa? Ué. Antigamente apareciam os de todos os mapas. Como que eu mudo? Ai, gente. Tem que ir a pé? É que eu quero ir no Um caminho pro criador e leak. Tá bom. Calma aqui. Pra cá. Subir aqui. Duas coisas que eu posso fazer. Uma coisa que eu tenho que fazer é entregar o ovo pra mulher lá. Outra é olhar o ninho do passarinho. Não é um ninho, mas o lugar onde ele falou que tinha tesouro.
We don't have time to waste retreading old ground. The power of the Chosen is growing. We must press on in pursuit.
Foi com Deus, tá? Infelizmente não rolou então. Eu realmente não posso voltar para lugares antigos. Então, paciência.
Hell yes.
Porque... eu não vou refazer tudo, não vou voltar e ter que jogar tudo de novo, não. Infelizmente, foi as coisas que eu fiz. Alguém no acampamento quer falar comigo. Quem? Não é o Will, não é a Carla, que não é Umbrauma, não é o Gay, não é o Astário. Não é a Laezel. Quem quer falar comigo, gente? Aqui. Caraca, ela não tinha aparecido.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that.
Contou a mim.
Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
Cabeçamente.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
Olha que bonitinha. O bigode desse lobo me incomoda um pouco. Eita. Nossa.
Remember that it is a common right amongst Aluna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Eu vou te ajudar.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
A lança da noite pensei que havia sido lançada no penhor das sombras.
I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough, but I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Ô, louco. Lança da noite. Você ganha vantagem em teste de resistência de sabedoria e teste de percepção. Raio lunar. Eu posso usar. Sou eu que vou usar. Interessante. Eu nem tinha conjurado nós. Pode chamar o tipo errado de atenção se estiverem ao meu lado.
We will not cause you any trouble, friend. We will project a different form that will cloak us from all but your closest acquaintances. You and your friends shall see us as we truly are. All others shall see a kitty, a small predator, indigenous to this world. They kitties can walk anywhere, and they are most cunning.
Tudo bem. 41 de vida, pô, ele é bonzinho até, hein? 2-20, 3-8, interessante, gosto.
I've got a long road ahead. Another step forward.
Deixa eu falar com o Braum agora.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
Calma aí, antes disso, eu queria mudar minha roupa. Eu ganhei uma roupinha da absoluta. Cadê? Tá com a mina aqui. Gostei muito não. Eu tô cansado dessa também, mas... Vou achar umas roupas novas. Vou ver se eu pintasse essa. Se eu pintar ela de... verde. Pô, verde dentro? O quê? Verde jade. Ok, gostei mais desse. Turquesa.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Uau. Eu te falar sobre nosso relacionamento.
Of course.
Você me dá um beijo? Caraca. Como você está? Como você está?
Relieved? Terrified? Sick to my stomach? I can't keep my feelings straight ever since I spared Nightsong, defied Shah. I don't know what comes next. But at least I have you by my side.
E vocês têm algo
Very
especial?
serious of you. But go ahead.
Você me dá um
I
beijo?
thought you'd never ask.
É só dar. Beijo estranho, mas tudo bem. Beijo só encostando a boca da pessoa. Você bota o braço pra trás. Tá bom. Bom. Dançar. Será que não vai rolar nada? Ah, Deus. As duas não dormiram, ficaram em pé ali do lado. Ah.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
Seja lá o que você tiver que fazer, eu estarei do seu lado.
Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics. When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything. We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
Yeah?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Tá. Tem alguma coisa nova aqui?
Very serious of you.
Não é a mesma coisa, né?
Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think.
Tá. Vocês vão ficar aqui assim no meio?
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Be gone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Tenho perguntas pra você. Não queria... Como você pretende passar sua recém-descoberta liberdade?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Tenho perguntas pra você, dama Aileen.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Pô, essas duas já fiz já. É isso, eu saí do acampamento. E vamos pra Baldur's Gate, então, finalmente? Vamos pra Baldur's Gate. Entende certo? Entende certo.
The Absolute's army are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
Para Baldur's Gate, você está perto de prosseguir nessa aventura. A partir daqui não será possível retornar. Não tem nada inacabado aqui não, que eu saiba. Não é isso. Último savezinho aqui. Todo mundo com 73 de vida, menos a Carla, que tá com 105. Pau.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Ó. Maneiro. Agora estou indo por Porta 3. Só 2 meses jogando. Claro que tiveram outras coisas no caminho, mas né? Puta merda.